Welcome back to Old War Stories with Uncle Jay. This one is entitled Nice Trucks. What does that mean? Alright, well, the story was I was in grade school, 6th grade, 5th grade, 1989, 1990, somewhere in there, not sure. Maybe even 3rd grade. Can't be possible. Can't be absolutely sure, but it was somewhere in that realm. Very late 80s, early 90s. And it was getting to be the holidays. Now I say holidays because they're Jewish and you get the menorah out and you light the candles. Oi, what a thing! For all of you who don't celebrate Hanukkah, you don't know what this is. My mother played this holiday as Jewish as possible, which means you get as little as possible. Now, all you kids that would get new ponies for Christmas and shit like that, you don't understand, okay? With Hanukkah, at least the way it worked in my family was, yes, you get 8 presents because Hanukkah goes for 8 nights. So you get a present every night. And all them kids with their ponies are like, wow, I couldn't imagine having 8. You know, wow, you must be really lucky, Jay. No, it didn't work that way. Because the first day, they give you construction paper. The second day, they give you a red crayon. The third day, they give you a green crayon. The fourth day, they give you a blue crayon, on. And then the final day, you get a box that the crayons came in. In other words, you stretch this gift out as much as you can. And all you ended up with was a thin piece of shit pack of construction paper and a box of crayons. For 8 fucking days. 8 gifts, and they stretched these out. Or if you got something that, you were a little bit more ritzy and took batteries, you get the batteries one day. And then you get the item the next day. So they nickel and dime the bullshit. Anyways, that's how it worked for a lot of Jewish families, I'm sure. Anyways, not all, but a lot. Anyways, I was growing up and I said, I want a skateboard. I don't know why. I'm not the kind, not the type. It was just the cool kids were doing it, and I felt like I could fit in better, and I wanted a skateboard. Oh, Jesus. All right, so this thing actually got a few miles on it. Now, I never got good on it. I would kind of like step on it and then scoot myself with the other foot. Oh, shit, I'm falling off. Okay. I never got good. I couldn't do jumps. I couldn't do whatever you fucking skater posers do and shit like that. I couldn't do any of that. I didn't know how to flip the board and kick flip and whatever the fuck you call it. I don't know any of that shit. I never got any good at it, and I only practiced with it for, couple of months. I don't know. Well, all these kids that had skateboards, they had these skateboards, and they had the grip tape on it with so your feet could get grip on the thing. This was a fucking piece of wood. It looked like a skateboard-ish, and it was painted. And it said like Speed Racer or something on it, or something stupid. It was your very like generic nothing of a skateboard. And I remember going down a couple of blocks, and there were some kids from school, and they had their skateboards, and they're like, Jay, you got a skateboard? I said, yeah. Oh, wow, let me see this. They're like, what the fuck is this thing? I said, I don't know. I got it for Hanukkah. I don't know what this is. I am sure my mother went around and got the cheapest piece of shit somewhere that somebody sold. I didn't even know how this could constitute a skateboard. The wheels on it, or the metal axle thing that came out, and then you had two wheels, so you got the two in the back, the two in the front kind of thing. The kids called them trucks, because it was like a truck axle kind of thing, you know, whatever. And they probably got fucking skateboards, goddamn shock absorbers and springs and shit on them now. I don't fucking know. But they all had, like, roller skate looking wheels on it. This didn't. This had these, like, hard plastic, hard rubber, black wheels that were, instead of like a roller skate wheel, which is kind of like this big, they were like this long. So I kind of went there and I sort of got it back. They're like, can I try it? I was like, yeah, sure. So they tried it and they were like, yeah, come back when you get a real skateboard. Yeah, that was really nice. Really fucking nice. But one kid said, nice trucks though. And I think he actually meant that sincerely. Like, he wouldn't mind retrofitting that onto his. And I remember it had these, like, wood screws almost that would go in. It wasn't like a nut and bolt kind of thing. It was just these fucking screws that went in. And how it attached to the trucks, I don't remember. I don't have the thing anymore. But it was there, and I always have to tighten the screws, and eventually the wood stripped out, and they like weren't holding worth a damn, if anything. And they were loose and shit. And we used to use it also, my sister and I, to transport stuff, not long distances, like around the corner. Oh, they're throwing out something small, but it was kind of too heavy for young kids to carry. So we'd go home and get the skateboard, and we'd put it on that, and we'd kind of wheel it, and then you'd have to, like, bend it one way or the other to kind of steer the thing, so to speak. And it was just this fucked up mess. And I remember one time we said, oh, we'll get a rope and tie it to the back of my sister's bike, and we'll take it that way, or something like that. And whatever we put on it, I don't remember, or I don't remember exactly what the deal was. All I remember was the skateboard ended up with nothing on it. It flipped upside down, so now the wood part is riding the ground. The wheels are up in the fucking air. And my sister's just riding her bike, and this thing is going scrapity, 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 scrapity down the block. And I'm like, don't you hear that? Don't you look back? I said, stop your bike, you know? And the center of it, which is kind of like rounded like that, which I had never seen another skateboard in that shape, like a chunk of the center, it was a piece of plywood, is what it was. A chunk like this deep, like popped out of it. So now it had this, like, indentation in the front that was like an inch long in the top surface of it. And then it was left outside or something. Like, I stopped using it because I was so embarrassed with the piece of shit that I just, like, stopped using it. And it was left by my dad's garbage cans in the back, and because he doesn't throw anything out, it sat there, I think, with the truck sort of like hanging on a branch of a dead bush that's still there because he can hang old car belts from it and other shit that he has laying around because he never throws anything the fuck out. And it sat there and it got rained on and it got snowed on and the paint like blistered and bubbled and cracked off. And the whole thing just like weathered totally, and then finally it was thrown out one day. Oh, Jesus Christ. The other kids had like elbow pads and knee pads and shit like that, and they had the whole gear going on. I had nothing. And a shitty skateboard to boot, but it had nice trucks, I guess. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.